two best friends, both alike in dignity.
Nurturing phantoms and courting the muse.
The hag divines when something must die.
Yes, that was Poog.
But this is huge.
The ego loves to seek,
but never to find. It was Berlant
and Novak
the whole time. There she is, boys.
Maybe we'll meet at a club and fall so deeply in love.
Daddy said not to go downtown. You know what that is? Hamilton.
No, I never saw it.
Daddy says to be home at sundown. Daddy says not to go downtown.
That's from Hamilton?
It's been, oh my God. Yeah, you don't know Hamilton?
No, I don't.
Oh my God. It rules. Oh, Hamilton's like, it's like literally, Hamilton's like, these songs are like, no.
Really?
Yeah, there's some very erotic ones, if that's what you're reacting to.
Wow. Well, by the way, I think obviously we're recording, right?
Oh, shit.
We're in. Turned them on and we're in.
All right, here's my question.
Hot mic.
Because I can't hear myself. Does it sound like I'm using the microphone?
You sound right.
All right, great. So this is a huge
episode
in the sense that this is where you come to Barnes and Noble to be lifted by me being lifted, because
we're gonna lift you, doll.
I
got a text from Jacqueline that was amazing. I love. This is like a couple hours ago. She said, "Praying to the angels for help." Is that what you said? Or I'm asking the angels to help me?
Yeah, specifically because I'm in Ireland. I'm in Dublin. I was like, this town's filled with like Irish fairies, I think, and spirits of the woods.
Oh, nice.
I don't know. I forget, but there's a lot of mystical here. And I was like, maybe they'll help me because I have a cold. Oh, a cold plus travel.
So I have an announcement, which is today I felt, what are your exact symptoms? Because I felt a little something. I was supposed to go to dinner tonight and I canceled. Because I went, I need to rest. I need to stay in. I need to take a bath. It's like a slight thing. I'm convinced I can beat it. I need to be chugging.
You know what's crazy?
Mainlining water. What?
About the cold? Because, you know, anytime anything happens, I start researching, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like I couldn't bring myself to do anything. And there was something earlier. I go, this is an example. The fact that I'm Googling this thing has nothing to do with anything. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Point is, the cold, it's like you can get exposed and then you are showing symptoms in like a day.
Okay, so I got scared because
crazy.
I took the train. We're going to get to that the last couple of days. Didn't wear a mask. I'm still masked on the plane, folks.
I know.
And
till death, I
think
thought.
I will be for the rest of my life. And on the train, for whatever reason, I was like, it's so fun. I'm like, it's a train.
I know.
No, the plane is more ventilated. 100 fucking percent. Because of the freak.
Right,
system.
the HVAC, yeah.
Yeah, like it's a whole thing.
Right.
And then I was on the train. Something about it, I just felt like I'm on a train. Like, whatever.
Yeah.
I can't explain it. It's, again, because it's not rational. And then there was a guy sitting across from me, sniffling the whole time, coughing. Didn't look sick. And I was like, maybe it's, allergies.
I know, we all pray to allergies.
And it was one of those things where I just had to surrender. And something about, and then I almost wanted to protect his feelings. I was like, if I go dig in my bag and get a mask out, because he's coughed 5 times.
I know.
Like,
well, there's the protection.
I'm protecting him?
Don't I know?
It's unbelievable. And so when I felt it, and Jacqueline and I were just together, so maybe we have a similar thing. It's definitely not, it's not even remotely, I'm convinced I can fix it tonight with magnesium, bath, in bed, water.
It does seem like you can.
Wellness formula.
I wish I was reading about zinc. I was like, every time
Took the words out of my mouth.
Is it real? Right. You Google zinc when it's coming.
I'll tell you about what. Well, no, here's what the zinc, because I looked into this recently when I had a cold.
I wonder if you learned the same thing I did.
It was from Huberman.
Because it was new.
I listened to a Huberman Lab episode about the common cold.
No.
Yeah. And let me tell you this. He goes, the research on zinc.
Can't believe it.
Preemptive, it's bullshit. But if you're actually feeling it, he said when you're actually sick, it does diminish and shorten span.
Right. It's not going to prevent you from getting one. It's not.
But
immune.
if you're feeling it.
But you know what was interesting? They were like, the lozenge, whatever. And then it was like, oh, but can't you just take the pills if you hate the taste or whatever? And it was like, no, it was like, because something about the lozenge, the zinc actually coating the tongue and the whole thing.
Oh, wow.
It's like it's directly attacking it. And I've had trouble because I used to try the zinc and then I think I vomited a couple times from the zinc.
The pill or the lozenge?
I think the lozenge, I was like.
It is, yeah.
It's a lot. So
well, I'll say one thing that Huberman, I don't even know, like, I feel like the connotations of him are that he's like Joe Rogan adjacent. Like, I don't even know how I got in there, but he also said he's like, and kind of an old world kind of thing that people do, but I've been doing it for a few months and I think it is good, connected to immunity, is that truly when you wake up, you take a sip of water, you swish it around your mouth and you swallow it.
Ew.
I know.
Okay, so interesting and unexpected. So you're telling me this is about all the bacteria from the night that you want to get in there because they're going to fight off a cold, something like that?
I have no fucking clue, but he said it's a thing. You wake up, you just swish it around and swallow it. Crazy? I don't know what that means.
Very interesting.
Okay, so there's so much to say. So should we just
I've never felt... well, no, because I think we're going to save it because... Oh, we're saving it because we're pushing it off. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No. Well, we're going to tell them. We're going to tell them we're spelling it out right now.
No, yeah.
Paris episode bonus. Get in there, folks.
God, you're a fucking genius.
Okay, a couple of girls spent a night in Paris together. That's all I'll say. And you want that
out
shit
in Paris?
I'm getting deja vu. This is
Really?
significant. The Paris trip must be. We've lived this 1,000 times.
Very significant.
So yeah, because I think Paris will deserve its own moment by moment breakdown.
Yeah,
it'll include a full psychological breakdown of you.
Well, I can't wait for my assessment.
It'll involve an amazing tale of food.
I think I might do a grid. I think I might do something I've never done, which is a grid carousel, vacation carousel of Paris. By the way,
I know.
I need my pics from you, doll.
I know this is the problem because I always take so many that it's like, because I just leave the camera rolling. You know, I
just send them all.
I know. You can't handle this amount of data. But then the reason I'm like, hold off on Paris, because that's this whole conversation. Because right now I feel like I am in Dublin and I'm in my own hell of a hotel, no sleep, travel. It's everything. It's everything we talk about. I'm in the worst version. And I laugh at you. I scoff at you for your planning weeks in advance. Oh, I should have this in my bag, blah, blah, blah. I don't laugh at you, but you know what I'm saying, right? And then right now, here I am going, what was it I go? I'll never travel again without it. Oh, you ready? Sudafed, the good shit. You know, you can't get it over the counter. Well, the true Sudafed.
Guess what they give you? Wait, guess what you can fucking get in the UK, Jacqueline? And I got 2 of them, and I'm probably going to get 2 more. They have Sudafed nose spray here. It's nowhere in the States. That shit is mother's milk. It's
now interesting, because I was looking in a French pharmacy. Now, do you think...
They might have it there.
No, that's where they said, like, no, you need a prescription.
Oh, fuck. I think I have been through that there.
So, but now I'm in Ireland. What do they do there?
You can't get melatonin either here.
Really?
Yeah.
So I'm going, I've also never felt, and you know, this is interesting. I haven't felt this hideous in years. Okay.
Wait, fascinating.
And it's due to, it's a interior feeling of, I mean, it's fucking travel, man.
You know what's funny?
Right?
Because I was looking at you the other night at dinner.
Yeah.
And I was like, she's beautiful.
Really?
Yeah. It wasn't even dinner. It was the light of day, actually.
Oh, my.
It was like full, like 1 p.m. sun blasting your face. Yeah.
It's fabulous.
God, there's so much. I mean, there's just, yeah.
But, no, it's good because the thing is, I feel like right now I want to sit in the stew of the UK and Ireland a little bit, okay? Because it's where you are now.
That's why you feel ugly. Not to be rude.
and then we can vacation in Paris on the bonus episode. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, great.
We've already been, but I'm like, we have to be where we are right now. I feel like
totally.
And I feel like, and we'll talk about Paris, but I had to be like, because I was thinking about you going, you're fixated on Paris, and we'll talk about your fixation later. But now that you're back in London, like, don't forget London.
Well,
London
no,
is its own.
So, because I got back from Paris, to be clear, I was there for 1 night, and like, you know, I went early the day before. I spent a night, went later in the day, so I got a good amount in, and it actually radicalized me toward travel, toward the 1 day trip, the 2 day trip.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously Paris to London. I mean, it's a 2-hour train. It's like very simple journey, but I go, oh, you know, you hear someone go, oh, go to Florence for 3 nights. Like, 3 nights, 2 nights, go. Like, if you can, go.
Yeah.
You can do I'm going to go back to Paris. I've already decided for 2 nights after my London shows. Why not? Like 2 nights. Anyway, it was
met
not
some
fucking interesting,
lovely
but
hags in UK. I'm sure they'll be at your show too.
Can't wait. Tickets on sale late April to early May. Everyone's root causes of hair thinning are different, so a one-size-fits-all approach to hair growth doesn't cut it. Nutrafol has multiple formulas that are tailored to give your hair what it needs to grow throughout different stages, such as postpartum and menopause, as well as for different lifestyles, such as plant-based diets. While many supplements rely solely on ingredient studies, Nutrafol clinically tests final formulations to ensure their efficacy. Physician-formulated with 100% drug-free ingredients, Nutrafol supplements support visibly thicker, stronger hair from within by targeting root causes of thinning hair, including stress, hormones, aging, nutrition, lifestyle, and metabolism as they evolve throughout someone's life. Start your hair growth journey with Nutrafol. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com and enter the promo code HAGS. Find out why over 4,500 healthcare professionals and stylists recommend Nutrafol for healthier hair. Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code HAGS. That's Nutrafol.com, promo code HAGS. But wait, also, but back to the fixation. So classic thing that Paris did, I'll just say I got back and I go, I'm going to go back. I almost went back again.
Well, I know.
For a night.
Save it.
Okay.
You almost went back right now. So let's live in London because the last time.
So why are you feeling ugly though?
It's not like I'm feeling it like I think I am. Well, what is it? Okay. Having a cold doesn't feel gorgeous, okay?
No, it doesn't make you feel sexy.
And to go, damn. I mean, and not to have the meds I normally take that would knock it on its ass, where it just dries you up, to be like running for a tissue.
Oh, yeah.
And then I am the bastard. I was like the fucking bastard in the airport, trying not to I wasn't coughing, thank God.
Yeah.
And trying to obscure the sight of me like fucking blowing my nose by a trash can. Yeah. I mean, totally. It's crazy. It's like when you're the one.
I know. No, when you're the one. No, this is exactly it.
Sometimes it happens. You're like, I got to go pick up my child in another country. What can I do? Perform? No, but you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's like, oh my God, Kate, though, today I was glancing up a storm, okay, because reduced, politeness levels due to exhaustion. I was straight up going, ah. I was like,
about what?
Okay. So the long line that is for boarding, right?
Yeah.
I'm on an unfamiliar Aer Lingus, right?
Yeah. Graphic, yeah.
I know. It's chaos. Trying to get my way through. Anyway.
I hate an unfamiliar airline.
I know. I'm like, this is what Delta prays for. But I'm realizing I'm going to have to get some kind of... I thought Delta was worldwide. I'm a fool. I was like, surely they fly everywhere. I guess I got to go find...
They fly a lot of places.
Find more about Emirates or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So, where was I? Oh, yeah, I'm in line. And everyone is silent except for one woman just really performing her... playing corporate, performing and playing corporate on the phone, debriefing about a situation with a couple of clients to clearly another coworker. So it's like, you actually don't need to be really this call could wait because it's your own team.
Right.
It's not like you're getting reamed out by the client.
Oh my God, it's amazing.
It's like,
so what's she doing?
It's like, I can't do a British accent, or I don't feel prepared to. Maybe you could, but it was like, well, I love getting feedback from da-da-da, but when we get the feedback, da-da-da-da-da. And I said, it's just horrible, okay? And it's going on and on and on, and it's laughably loud, and there are moments that pop with loudness, okay? And each of those I really use. And I let her see my full face, okay? Usually it's just head motion. I turn around no, I'm too shy to make eye contact. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm like.
Just showing your disapproval and
disgust.
Yeah.
acting like, what could that sound possibly be? That's insane. How can anyone do this?
It is outrageous to do that. You can't do that.
It's
I talked about on the show
outrageous.
The woman next to me, of course, with the audition. The woman going,
remind me.
Is it possible? I had to have I had to have. Who was like, I'm never flying commercial again.
Oh, that. Yes.
Yeah, that woman.
Yes.
Same
I
thing.
thought you meant
and her
running her lines.
And her doing her big performance of
right.
Well, listen, you've done the TV thing. This is a real role. And of course, and do we need to call, and then being like, do I need to call Michael or whatever?
Right.
And it was just like, and I've seen that happen. Yeah,
similar.
It's doing
similar.
The corporate thing of like, well, I've got the files, and the deal's got to go through, and if the deal doesn't go through, then
exactly,
then we're gonna have an issue or whatever.
Exactly.
And it's just like, I don't know if this is you're really wheeling and dealing.
Because I try to go. Because I go, are there moments where, again, it's like I'm the one blowing my nose. Are there moments where I'm the one going, you know what? This is some serious shit right now. Like, I can't get off the phone. So these people are going to have to listen. Today I'm that guy. I'm going, am I ever that,
I don't
right?
think,
I'm trying to think what it would be. Like,
I think I'm embarrassed to say maybe when I was like 20 years old.
Yeah.
Like, maybe I had a little fun being like, well, I've got a show.
Oh, yeah.
I could imagine but I'm talking about when I was a teenager.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Maybe I let myself kind of be like, yeah, well, I got a show. So, in public.
I had of course. Well,
but then, you turn 21.
I've got a show.
And you're over it.
But,
yeah.
But I had a cab driver. It was like hired by the tourism board or, paid by the tourism board of Ireland.
Mm. Oh.
It was like a dream. He's like an old Irish cabbie, like whatever. I mean, that's New York. But he's like, you brought the sunshine with you. I can't do it. Okay, I'm doing Jew. I'm doing Jew.
Yeah.
Okay. He's like, and then he's like, I actually got a little bit of him, but he's like, and then he was cracking jokes like, he's like, this one left Weight Watchers too early. That one left Weight Watchers too early. And then I know. And that one left Right Time or whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, of course, like cackling up a storm because all I do by that point, yeah. Too tired to hide.
Exactly.
Because it's odd how I fall in and just embrace that humor on his.
Of course. Well, what are you going to do?
I don't think that's like.
Yeah, well, come on. What are you going to do? Hey. I actually don't appreciate that humor.
Yeah.
And I wish you wouldn't talk about women or anyone's body like that. And, it's just like, in what world?
It's a huge question because. And then I mean, there are sorts of things like that. And then he's like, "Oh, Los Angeles not going to be on Hollywood and Vine tonight or whatever." I was like, "Okay." And then New York,
Hollywood and Vine.
He was a charmer. Although it's kind of interesting, because he talked several times about the women they want to. I keep doing Jewish. I'm not going to try to do the accent. Just pull out of the accent. I'm like the women in Ireland.
Yeah.
Okay. He's like, did this other joke about. The women want to get fit. I tell him nothing's good. She's running. She wants to get fit. I tell her nothing's better exercise than a good shag. She didn't take me up on it.
No.
Yes.
No.
Okay, I'm like, yeah, I know what you mean. I slip into like, I'm like, ain't that the truth? Like,
no, say, I hear that. I'm always in that. Mm-hmm. You don't have to tell me. It's like just on repeat, all of that stuff. I told you about I was transformed when I was in Chicago. Took a car to the airport and the driver was intensely sweet and then what do you do or whatever, and at that point we were like almost to the airport and I was like I'm actually a comedian.
I know.
Whatever. And then he was like, here's a joke for you. I was like, and he was like, what do you call someone, and I was like, an Australian guy. Fuck, I've lost it. I mean, it's like impossible to even
street joke, but
it was something like, what do you call an Australian person who likes white rice but not brown rice? A racist.
Not bad.
And I was like, I was like, oh, that's a good one. There's really nothing you can say except that's a good one.
I know.
Like, cause what? And
it's a typical like I don't have the normal lines. I go interesting or something. I go
tell
that
he was funny,
right?
Like it was weird, like that, like. Obviously, but like there was something
the joke,
in him.
It wasn't the jokes with him.
No, I was like, you're something about him. I was like, you've got it.
He had
and then he had a special energy. We connected, and then at the end, he was like, he did the thing where he took a call and immediately was like, I can't talk right now, And I was like, oh, don't hold back for me. Like,
Yeah.
feel free to take a call if you take a call. He was like, I really appreciate you extending that courtesy. However, I don't want to talk to the person that called me. I was like, okay, got it.
That's genius. I mean, he's got Berlant in there. He's got Berlant in there. It's one of the greatest shows. Imagine we release a couple episodes that are rewoven so that's me talking to me and you talking to you.
Yeah,
that'd be really fucked up.
We can do that.
But it'd have to be woven. It'd be hell. But wait. So but then he keeps going with these other things where he's like tucks in, I don't know, about a long-legged blonde. Okay.
Oh my God. He got a lot
at some point, and then he's like, I forget where he said he's going on vacation. This woman's going to meet him there. And he said, get there early because if you get there after the Norwegians are there, I'll be gone. You'll have missed me because he'll run off with one of the Norwegian girls, basically.
Oh, of course.
Maybe this is why I felt hideous. Because then he's like, what outfit? What do you dress up as on stage? And I'm like, what? Here we go. I was like, well, sometimes depending on my material, I feel I have to offset the vulgarity of my last show with, to let them know it's all about idea. They always ask what kind of humor you do, and it's, it's like, if I could describe it, I wouldn't need to do it.
Yeah. Wow, that's good.
But
that's a good line.
I should say that. Instead, I go cerebral sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay, I go, people say political. No, I stay away from that. That's good. Or whatever. They love that. You stay away from that. That's smart. I've slipped into rabbinical. It's hell. Why is rabbinical the only voice? Look, one thing Kate and I are passionate about, it's pets. Do we have any at the moment? No. But your pets, they interest us. Why? Because happy pets make happy listeners. And happy listeners keep this show running.
I've been going crazy on dogs lately.
Native Pet, what do? They make dog supplements. It's time.
Clean, whole food ingredients, vet developed and taste tested by dogs.
There's no such thing as a bad dog, but a bad dog supplement sure is. Native Pet was born out of necessity. They see themselves as whistleblowers, whistleblowers on an industry that is just filled with substandard products and misleading labels.
Incorporating supplements into your dog's daily regimen is a simple way to enhance their daily nutrition. This is a vet-formulated and vet-approved formula. Rigorous research, clinical testing, and proven results are front of mind for Native Pet when creating products. They strive to create supplements people can trust and have the highest standards in the biz.
Use code HAGS for 20% off your order on nativepet.com. That's code HAGS for 20% off your order on nativepet.com. By the way, are you loving my backdrop?
Yeah, Jacqueline has a gorgeous wallpaper.
Here I am in Dublin.
How's that hotel?
Well,
God, all I want to do is talk hotels.
I know.
Can you believe I switched rooms?
Oh my God, after everything.
Did I tell you about this?
You bemoaned the fact that you were psychotically keeping all your bags packed.
So, no, I realized...
Considering wanting to switch rooms.
I had a deep psychological realization about myself, which was that, again, I'm here in London for a month, right? Work is putting me up. Nice place. Kind of like an extended stay hotel, but it's a nice one. There's a kitchen, but it's like, it's well appointed, okay? And I requested a room with a bathtub. They go, yep, I get here, room has no tub. I'm like, oh, okay, well.
Yeah.
But the room was nice. It was really light filled and it was very quiet. I'm having the thing right now in this moment. I'm feeling homesick for my old room and that will pass.
Yeah.
But I almost feel like I abandoned, I feel like I'm cheating on someone right now. It's really.
You feel bad for the old room?
I feel bad for the old room. And I feel like
too.
The room's
No, it's fine.
The room's going, are you crazy? Because here's the thing about the old room.
Yeah.
Oh, it's hard to talk about. I start to get, okay, so here's the thing about the old room.
I mean, this is Goldilocks. This is the syndrome of all syndrome. I mean, it's amazing, right? Profound.
Here's the thing about the old room.
By the way, the pod is lifting me once again. The pod is lifting me sky high.
Always. So the room was very far away from the lobby, which is a little annoying. I kind of had to walk a lot to get there, up a thing and then another thing around. But as a result, it was very quiet.
Self-analysis. Yeah.
It was way in the back of the hotel.
Okay.
Way in the back, the furthest corner. So I was up against the exterior of the building. I only had one shared wall. That's what I'm trying to say. The rest of it was just the outside of the building. Lights pouring in. Okay.
Oh.
I know what you're thinking. What? So here's an issue. The bathroom was one of those tiny little like coffin showers.
Yeah.
Where you just have to like open it, get in because the water splashes out.
Big in
Sink,
Europe, it seems.
Basically no sink space whatsoever. And the bathroom is just big enough to have the toilet and the coffin shower and is right off the bedroom. And here's an issue for me. I'm very light sensitive in the morning. Light pouring in, blinding light every morning because there's no door really to the glass door.
Blinding curtains.
So yes, but the blackout curtains are rendered null because it's a glass door, the bathroom, and the bathroom has light. You understand?
Yeah, sorry.
So
I slipped.
No, you're perfect. So, but I like the room. It's quiet. I'm getting good sleep. God, here I go. I mean, I gotta say, sleeping like a fucking dog.
Yeah.
Up there. It's quiet. It's nice. I'm comfortable. Oh God, what have I done?
So, you had to know, knowledge.
And I found myself, so I was there for 3 weeks. I never a little under 3 weeks, living out of a suitcase, which isn't that uncommon in a hotel. Yeah. But I'm like, why am I not unpacking? Why don't I hang this up? Why don't I put something in a drawer? And because I was entertaining the whole time. I had this psychological freedom of I could move. And I talked, they must think I'm crazy because at the front desk, I think maybe 3 different times I go, I might want to switch the room or the tub. They were like, okay, yeah, we can talk about that. Like, and I just never could commit to that even because, life gets busy. And I thought, it's not so bad. And so then this morning, actually, with the blinding light, of course, I have my silk eye mask that I put on, but every morning it's blinding. And I go, maybe you want to get out of here so you're not blinded by the light anymore. Oh, okay. So then they go, yeah, we have a room.
Feeling courageous.
Look at it right now.
For change and for going because you were you were just taking risks.
Exactly. And we'll see. And I have to say, it's not even that I feel regret right now. I just feel an actual longing for the old room. And kind of feel personification of like my old bed. Like, it's like, where is she? And like,
she's had many lovers. She'll have many lovers.
That's true. So
maybe she was tired of you after 3 goddamn weeks.
I know, it's very possible. So then the front desk, they let me look in this room. I look around. I got to say, it's nice. I'll show you. It's nice. Big bathroom, big tub, huge counter. It's nice. I keep saying that over and over again. I think the ceilings are a little higher. It's like, like this is my little living room.
So what's the negative?
Okay, so there is none, I'd argue. It's just I'm living in fear of noise. Like, what if it's loud?
Really?
But I don't think that's going to happen. But the woman...
how softly do you sleep?
I don't know. I just have this fear of... I have a fear of sleep disruption.
So interesting.
I even said to her, will it be loud? I was like, I'm here for work. Like, I really need to be sleeping.
I work days.
I work days. She called me. She was great. She called me as I was packing up. She was like, so do you want to move? Because if so, I would have to clear your other room now. And I said, so I just go split decision. I go, sure.
Right.
And as I'm packing up,
proud of you.
I'm feeling kind of euphoric. I go, made the decision. It's going to be okay. She comes to help me take my stuff in the cart. And I say to her, and I was like, I'm seeking reassurance from her.
Yeah,
I go, this room has been great. I was like, this room has been great. It's really quiet. She goes, it is very quiet over here on the side of the
top.
You
go, oh no.
I start spiraling. And I go, I have a week left here. I thought, why not have a tub? And I said, I think twice. My back will thank me. I said that maybe twice, 3 times.
When it slips out, the same phrase. You know what I mean?
My back will thank me. And I kind of do this thing of putting my hands to my back. Oh, my back's gonna feel so good in the tub. like oh my god, did this whole thing, and then I said to her, I go, I just thought might as well, change the scenery for a week. I'm trying to
give
her,
you anything. Did she give you anything?
She goes,
you're begging
she kind of
for
smiled and went, sure, like or she
when
was
people are like,
I suppose, or
I
she
can't
said,
decide for you, and you're like,
but I'm asking you to. But here I am, and I'm going to unpack. By the way, I already told myself I can move back if I want.
I mean, there's got to be some other anxiety.
I don't think
there's got to be some other anxiety, Kate.
I really hope I sleep well
tonight. It's funneling into like non-issue. There's no issue in that.
When I got into the room, the old room, I love it. Like, I actually loved it. I really wanted the bath, and I even bought bath salts. Like, I bought a tub of magnesium flakes. Like,
you've made a financial investment.
And then last night I was like, it really would feel good to take a fucking bath. Like, because in my normal life, I take a bath like almost every day.
Yeah.
So tonight I'll take the bath and we'll see. But yeah, I'm feeling right now a little bit of sadness and a little fear. But I think it's going to be okay.
But you've got a tub.
I know. It's a great room.
Oh my God. I mean, what's the underlying anxiety? Is it just being away from home? Because there's obviously one. You're hunting for an issue. You're hunting for an issue.
I think it's a homesickness for just the familiarity of what the old room was for me for weeks. And that I slept so well. What, Aquapana?
You know, I love it. Okay, look.
I need to get water.
Appeared. Here, get it right now because I know you won't be able to relax.
Okay, wait.
Until you know you're also hydrating.
When was the last time that you needed to go to a doctor but you pushed it off? You've made the excuse that I'm too busy, I don't need help, it'll heal on its own. Or if you're like me, you're paralyzed by indecision, you don't know how to book an appointment or which doctor to even go to. We've all been there, and booking a doctor's appointment is just one of the most daunting elements of life at times. But thanks to ZocDoc, there's no reason to delay. They make it so easy to find and book a doctor who's right for you. It's so important to find a doctor who you actually can enjoy going to, or at least like or trust. I'm here to tell you, you don't have to settle anymore or struggle anymore to find a doctor when it comes to ZocDoc. With ZocDoc, you have options. ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high-quality in-network doctors and click to instantly book an appointment. I am really excited about ZocDoc. I've heard about ZocDoc from very trusted sources for a while, and so it's really a thrill to dive in myself. Join me now in deciding to stop putting off making doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/hags to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc, ZocDoc.com/hags, ZocDoc.com/hags.
I also want to say that a man came to my door and knocked, and he was horrified to see me in a robe, said, "Are you sleeping? I'm sorry." He's holding a tray. Okay, you ready? Wait, you know this clip about lines? It's like where you have anxiety because you don't wait in line because you're not waiting for a table. I'm saying when the line isn't for you, boom, that's it. Off it goes. All right, look. And he's standing there, this little guy. He's got a big smile on his face.
Oh my God, cute.
Okay,
Okay, cute.
one of these.
She has a plate of chocolate dipped fruit.
And what's funny that's what you saw. It's actually like 4 different baked goods.
Oh.
But it's like one of those trays, a flight of dessert. Mm-hmm. You know, I can't take a risk. And I look like hell. And I'm like, can you just hold this? He's like looking away, like, you know, like I'm nude or something. It's really, but anyways, but he's got Mountain Valley, or he's got San Pellegrino. He's got Sans Pellegrino and Aquapana.
That's nice.
And I go, that's a nice man. Anything else we can do for you? So anyway, it's the Dylan Hotel in Dublin, and it's very pristine, very clean, seems really well run. You know, it's not like the decor is hip or something. Like, you know, it's like nothing you need that, but it's just like I don't know. It's something. It's interesting. Okay, hi. Give me more.
No, I'm in for the night. I'm so the last thing I'll say is the lighting in my old room was very romantic.
I cannot believe it's time for something new. How long were you there? 3 weeks?
God, yeah,
it's too long.
And with that, you heal me. No, I felt that when I was prancing down here. I was like, you know what?
The way I serve you morsels of freedom, but is it freedom because it's a Band-Aid to, of course, a larger problem? But give a Band-Aid to my friend.
I think we got to take it. We
got to take what we can. Yeah.
Well, leave her out in the cold crying because she'll, like, you know, it's like sleep training. Oh, no. Like,
no, right.
The baby will cry, and eventually we'll go.
I mean, you might as well. So. It also is, you know, some of what I'm offering is
illumination.
You know, another way of looking at something, and arguably that's cognitive behavioral therapy, if you ask me.
I agree.
Oh my God, this one movie. I mean, you know, it's not that hard, right? But the video is like to intrigue me. This one woman really got me. She's just like, if you're not draining your neck, okay, drain your neck, you know, and then she's like, you know, just like grab it, pull it around. I
saw the same thing. I saw the same video, like, Jacqueline.
Okay.
I saw the same video. I know.
Ladies or whatever, like, and it's amazing how much tighter it is on one side, and and by the way, I recorded, I think I told you, like an hour and a half long video of myself packing for the fans, and just really for myself to see if it would help me, because processing aloud. Then, like a real sicko, I go, I want to see if this is even remotely watchable in kind of that other weird way, right? Of like nothing watching high art.
Mm-hmm.
Watch it back. The wake-up call on the postural imbalance is here, Kate. It is here. What do I think it's it's
I know.
Okay.
I'm always contorted.
It's time. Just walking around, it is like I'm wearing my own back as a cape. Okay, that's what it feels like. It's gotta change. It's gotta change. It was a wake-up call.
Fuck.
But I was like, the listeners can handle it. I was like, this will be the before video.
Had a weird thing today at a restaurant. Oh, a very lauded restaurant.
Oh, really?
And I don't appreciate this. When you order a steak, okay?
Yeah.
It arrived. The amount I was like, I want to like talk. It's like
too fast.
The amount of fat.
Oh, okay.
It was so tough. There was so much fat in it.
Okay, interesting. Now here's my question.
But it wasn't melty. It was like I could hardly eat it. It was like
what type of cut of meat?
Okay, so here's I get confused. So they said Wagyu, and I thought, okay,
right.
well that means it's gonna melt.
Right. I think Wagyu though isn't. It was like
not
a cut of meat.
Saddle.
It's not a cut.
That's a kind of cow or whatever.
Yeah. So
yes.
Do you know did it say like ribeye or like?
No, it just said Wagyu. It actually made a point of not saying the cut. It was like
interesting,
and it wasn't a huge amount. Like it was like a. And I took a picture of it, and I will be posting on the pod. I'm going to show you right now because you'll tell me what you think. But I just was like, it was a sort of thing where I almost wanted to. And by the way, I couldn't finish it, even close to finish it. It's almost like they got to look at it and go, oh, like, does this show you, like?
Okay, let me take that in. What are those capers?
Black peppercorns. The peppercorn sauce was great.
I'm full.
But look at how, like.
I mean, the thing though is. Like the big chunk of fat on the side to me is kind of like you're either someone that's going to eat that or not.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't really offend me. I don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know.
Well, Jacqueline, something that we'll do for the bonus app, the Paris bonus app, that
don't
you're
even
really
tell them.
want to cough it up for.
Don't
No, I'm just going to say, I'm just going to say Jacqueline displayed some of the most profound fucking I told a friend about it and she was like, that's so cool. Jacqueline displayed some of the most, what's the energy? Dominating. She dominated this restaurant and she did something that I'll never forget.
Oh my God.
And she ate something that only something crazy, something really intense. This is not, I'm not teasing this well.
No, I think this is great. I believe you called me Jacqueline Bourdain and we'll leave it at that.
Oh yeah. I called you Jacqueline
There was
Bourdain,
a lot.
yeah.
That's going to be huge in the bonus. I mean, because that was a saga. That was a 3-act play.
That's a whole episode.
I know. Yeah. Okay, so it's 6:39, and guess what? I have to be at the place at 7:15. Okay, that's pretty good. Now the question is, how clean can I, and will I get? Oh, I had an idea for hotels because I struggle with this question of if the drain in the tub in the shower is not speedy as the wind. It's the wrong analogy, okay?
Yeah.
There's a slight hesitation.
You're standing in 3 inches?
Yeah. Or even an inch, okay? Kind of, right? I'm kind of like...
Get it out. It's hideous.
I'm
it's
afraid,
gross,
right?
Yeah. I know.
So then I was imagining, because it's a fantasy hotel, okay? Like we run. Draino between every guest.
Yeah. No, I've
where
was it? I've been in hotels or like Airbnbs or things where I got used to something so vile, which was like standing like above my ankles every shower.
I had that one time I did it and they came and fixed it. I went for it and complained. I was like,
oh yeah. And it's like,
it's a little slow. It's a good hotel. And I was like, I'm just going to let them know I'm headed out for the night. If they can handle it when I'm gone, that'll be great. And then they did.
Well, by the way, I was moved by the service here at this hotel, apartment, whatever it's called. I realized when I was out that I left a couple items on my mini fridge at my old hotel.
Yes.
Nothing of great value. I was like, oh, but I'll just, it's fine.
Oh.
Just now I come back.
No.
They moved it down for me.
No. What about when you move tables for some reason?
I did that earlier.
And you carry your own water, your own silverware.
I carried my own olives today.
You carry as much as you can handle, with a spirit of, if I had
We're doing this
trough,
together.
I would do it.
Yeah.
I've got one thing balancing on a shoulder.
Yeah.
Trying to unburden. We moved tables once when someone was coughing violently in the midst of
Where were we?
Intensity.
Philadelphia, Chicago, DC.
It feels very.
A woman
DC.
was hacking in a fucking vile way in the middle of our tour, and I was like, if we get sick from sitting next to this hacker, if you have a wet cough that hard, you gotta stay home.
I know.
She was like day 2 symptomatic.
We moved, and then it starts to become like
someone else coughed.
Yeah, she was at peak.
Yeah,
there was like some other coughing near where we are, but you have to go. The gods, like, I did the best I could. You know
what I've been using on this trip is the Coppers app. Did I tell you about this? I had to have talked about it on my podcast.
Wait. I forgot about it. What is it? You drag it across your tongue?
No, you stick it in your nose.
Oh, right.
So yeah,
I'm a fool. I wonder where I could grab something copper. You think a penny will do?
Do you remember when you got copper poisoning?
Mm-hmm.
Copper's no joke.
You gotta, you can't just.
And even said a thing with this. They were like, because it's such pure copper.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, they were like, you could fill a glass of water with this, but don't let it soak in it for like over a minute or whatever.
Yes. No, that was my problem. I let it soak like overnight.
Yeah, but who would ever know that? It was a copper drinking vessel. You don't think it's
leaching to that point. Yeah.
Didn't you like projectile vomit or something?
Yes. Which is always insane. Like, bless the body when it does its job.
I know. It's so cool.
Body's like, no! Like, it's like, God, I hope no one comes for me. I'm here to tell you about Spritzy. It's the first coffee company to can a refreshing twist in the classic espresso tonic. The cold brew coffee tonic. I want to enjoy coffee beyond the morning hours. But all the existing options are too hot, they're too bitter, too excessively sweet. Some of them just lack the refreshing quality I crave in the afternoon.
Designed for modern coffee drinkers craving a midday pick-me-up, Spritzy blends a medium roast brew's rich, bold notes with a bright, effervescent lift of real tonic and full-bodied flavors. Each tonic has 115 milligrams of caffeine with only 5 simple ingredients, which we love. Spritzy has 3 cold brew coffee tonics: original coffee tonic, strawberry dragon fruit, and mandarin pomelo. Spritzy is offering our listeners an exclusive 20% off your purchase offer. Visit www.drinkspritzy.com/hags and use code 00hags20 at checkout.
Do you sleep in socks?
Never.
Get
them the fuck off. No, I don't think it's gross, but it feels wrong to me.
I'm both.
I want them off.
Yeah.
I mean, I do think socks tend to feel a little bit like a dry, like a Swiffer for dust.
I know.
Like sliding around. And so I want them off. But to me, kicking off socks is one of the great pleasures of my life. That's why they're always in all sorts of places in my home.
I saw your socks when I came to your hotel.
Oh yeah, I was looking.
I saw your socks on the edge of the bed.
And
I'm sorry, the edge of the
underwear. There was like stained underwear hanging next to the toilet. I was like, well, Kate saw that.
I didn't see it. I missed that. But I did see your socks in a place I've never seen socks, which was balled up on the edge of the bathtub. But like, that sounds like nothing, but they were it was like I could see you taking them off. And then my favorite thing was when we came in, a coffee cup turned on its side on the edge of a table with coffee pooling. It hadn't spilled yet. It was pooling just perfectly.
It was on diagonal.
Yeah, it was like
it was resting on its own diagonal.
It was
for hours like that.
Yeah.
I mean, the chaos. Oh, and then, well, the joke is that it took me an hour and a half packing for the fans, and then this morning I go, well, let's try the other way, my original way. Throw everything in the suitcase and just force it, and then adjust if nothing fits. Did it? Was out of there in 3 minutes. Now,
wow,
is it chaos? Sort of.
Mm-hmm.
But by the way, huge question: what can I get rid of? I'm trying to unburden the bags. I can't feel like I'm overstuffed. What can be gotten rid of? It's so hard. Nothing.
Well, when I went to Paris, I took a backpack and a purse.
The dream.
And I have to say, I brought 2 items of clothing I didn't even touch. And so I'm feeling really motivated for when I come back and I go to Europe. Not backpack, but
I mean, if you could really
carry on.
If you could really, I went through this period
3-week carry on
with I mean, and there are people online who really like, go here's how you do it. But I do get a little bored. Not really, I guess. I'm like bored of the outfits, but it's not like I'm wearing some great outfit. It's like you kind of just have to go. I don't know. A black sweater I'm not really going to get that bored of, so it's fine.
Well, I've already decided I'm like, when I go to Europe, whatever, when I'm back, one pair of pants. I'm not even fucking kidding. It's also easier when it's
considering
warm.
Discarding a pair of jeans. I have two black pairs of jeans with me. I'm going, why?
Oh yeah, totally. I know. Oh wait, we have to tell the story of us meeting up and me with the water, the Evian.
Don't remember.
Okay, so Jacqueline and I met up, and I was feeling dehydrated. I was feeling dehydrated, and I was like, so I had the thing where to avoid plastic, I'd be drinking tap water in my hotel, and tap water fresh out of the cold tap, drink it down. It's like glacial. It's so cold, and then I let it sit out for like an hour, and then I took a sip, and it tasted like it was directly from the toilet. Like once it was no longer cold, I could taste all the minerals, sediment, and I could taste the pipe that it was encased in.
I'm having an internet issue.
And then we're walking, and I go, I basically pack a bodega, and I couldn't believe it. There was a 6-pack of like liter Evian bottles, and I go, I need that. It's so heavy, you can't comprehend. The handle of it is a piece of plastic that's cutting into my hand. Jacqueline's frozen, but I'm gonna keep going. Oh, and she's gone. Fuck. Oh no. What does it mean? I'm gonna wait for her.
Daddy said not to go downtown.
Okay, so wait. I was saying.
Wait, can you hear me?
Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna finish where I was, which I was saying. I bought the 6-pack of Evian, the handle plastic cutting into my hand.
You left me for a minute, then you reappear, emerging from a little store, dragging. Was it only 6? It felt like 12.
Wait. This sounds insane.
Oh, I know what's happening. Maybe.
Are you talking into your mic?
No, my computer, the internet's no longer working. Basically, we're gonna have to wrap up because I gotta go to my show.
Okay.
The point is, Kate decides we're gonna walk 20 blocks, dragging.
It's so heavy.
Dragging a huge thing and taking rests. She's taking rest breaks that I have to stop for. Meanwhile, then later when I mislead us a couple times, you're like,
I was weighed down by my water. It was, again, a 6-pack of these Evians. It was so heavy. I was carrying it from the undercarriage. I also had a purse and another bag with me. So I was really weighed down by parcels. And then
it was very odd. Well, I go, why is she carrying plastic bottled water? That seemed unlike you.
Yeah. And so
when you could order in to the hotel.
She cut out, but I always forget that you can deliver stuff. Like, I would just always forget that. And so basically I'm taking many breaks with the water because I want to walk Jacqueline all the way to her hotel to see it. And I eventually abandoned the water. It was a 6-pack. It was, $15. I left it outside an establishment. And then I go, well, hey, somebody who needs water somebody's going to go, wow, okay, I'll take this. Jacqueline's gone. But Jacqueline convinced me that it was a positive. Okay, well, what can I leave you with? I'm going to take a bath, and I'm going to tell Jacqueline I love her from the abyss where she cannot hear me. I love you. Bye.